And you kind of notice that with these boards, I guess, when you're releasing off the top, you can kind of feel it teetering like this.
That's good.
And then you have that nice release off the tail.
Good.
But then like as soon as you're coming out of that turn, it kind of re-grabs, and you can feel just like the fin working with that concave to like set back down and make it drive, you know.
Perfect.
Never really chirps. No tweaky birds. Yeah.
Okay, Kevin.
Mm-hmm. Talk to me.
So now you got to try to explain to us what it was like coming from PU for the last 10 years or however long, probably your whole life, huh? And then gone to these sandwich construction, helium, sensation-wise as a surfer. What do you see and feel and think?
It almost feels like this board will never die or lose its pop per se, just because of the construction, like the way everything's sandwiched together. You know, it's all pressed in there, and polyboards they lose their pop. Mm-hmm. Like you'll break the stringer or something over time, over years, they just lose their pop. And I've been doing some airs on this thing and theoretically should have had it broken in half by now. And there's not even
I think
anything to show for it.
An engineer would be, a proper engineer would be able to explain it better I think you're nailing it on the head that with a PU construction and a fiberglass, you got a core and you got glass, and if any one of those two components or three components that with a stringer micro fracture or start to fail in any kind of way, you're losing a big percentage of the overall construction and overall all the components that make the piece a piece. You know?
And would you say this is more of a single piece versus multiple
So
pieces?
No, you got all the different little componentry that comes into the board. It's like Lego pieces that come together. You got the really lightweight core, EPS core, and then you got skin on top of that with glass in between that. 3 CNC processes and 2 vacuum bags processes of putting all that together. And you're bringing the wood rails together with the softer core, really lightweight. It's a huge part of the volume overall is really, really lightweight foam. But where the skin is at the top and the bottom and the rails, where most of the abuse happens, you can reinforce just those spots. So yeah, with all those parts coming together, the sandwich construction enables us to make a really lightweight board that is very strong. And that's why you're not smashing your foot through it.
Yeah, exactly. and this back here, like, is this balsa, and then how does it lead into the rails? It's all kind of...
It's all connected. So that whole piece is all the way... That's just paint.
Right.
And then so the Polonian and balsa combo.
Balsa runs all the way to the nose.
Yep, and it's a ½ inch wide out on the rails. So you got a total of 1 inch of wood going around the perimeter. With all that wood on the rails, that's why you're getting that spring back. The spring back in and out of turns is the main driving force of the spring back.
I like it. It's electric.
Are you allowed to tell us where you creeped and found your little secret spot, or?
Yeah, okay. I snuck onto with my friend, which was quite fun. It was pretty good last week. So I've actually been surfing it a few times out here at the harbor and then at the pier as well. A little bit of seaside, and then for me at home, it's kind of been the T Street special. Okay. It's really good in like small wedgy waves, and that's pretty much what T Street is every day of the year. And I've been loving it. Super light, super responsive.
Cool.
Goes good.
And then as a quad or a thruster?
I mean, overall I've been riding it as a thruster, but for me, like if I'm looking to just do airs and paddle out at a beach break and fly down the line and do a punt, for that purpose, like quad's insanely fast and like serves its purpose.
I like quads, but I don't want to punt. That hurts. I just like to maybe do one turn, but I don't want to have to fly in the air.
Yeah, that's all right.
I'll leave that for you. Thank you, though.
Turns, airs, doesn't matter. This one's 5'4", I believe 26 liters, and I'm 6'1", about 155. And I guess it depends on what your stance is and where you're feeling the board. But for me, a 5'4" in this particular makeup it feels right, and it feels lively and responsive under my feet. It doesn't look too long, doesn't look too short. It's kind of that nice hybrid in between. For me, this board can kind of really be surfed in anything that's from 1 foot to 6 foot. Like I think this board could come to Indo, which I'm going to bring this board to Indo with me in a couple days. And then just your everyday Southern California small wave surfing event. So you can kind of get away with anything. I mean, I wouldn't be taking it out at Mavericks. It's just not.
Skip it on that one.
Yeah, skip out on that maybe. But anything around here, like go surf a beach break that's 2 to 3, or surf it in punchy overhead tubes.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets the job done anywhere.
Yeah.
It's the Dominator. It dominates.
Dominates.
It's what it's for.
So that's it. That's the Dominator, dominating the world, taking it over one surfboard at a time, ruling at every surf spot on the planet except for Mavericks. Okay, you guys good? We're out of here.
Done? Going surfing.
Let's go surfing.